Welcome to Mom Games, the interactive live broadcast where you get to play games with us. It's sponsored by Piper Lou. You can win stuff from them. Grab your drink of choice, whatever it may be, and we are going to play Two Truths and a Lie. I'm Jen, my co-host Dina. I don't know where you are on the screen because we're on different screens. Dina's somewhere, and we have a great guest tonight. We have Heather Brooker. Hi, Heather.
Hi, ladies. So nice to see you. You guys are up late on the East Coast.
Not that bad. I'm one of those people that stays up way too late scrolling through like TikTok and then regrets it in the morning. And I'm like, why did I do this? Wow.
Every single night, I'm like, I'm going to go to bed. And then like 3 hours later, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Right. I'm watching other people create all of this fun stuff. And I'm laying here going, that's funny. That's funny. I should try that.
And swipe. And my husband's always like, are you on that Chinese app again?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm with your husband. I don't have TikTok.
Well, let me tell everybody a little bit about you, Heather. Let me brag on you a little bit.
Okay. I will do it.
We haven't seen Heather in like 5 years.
Is it really that long?
I think it may have even been longer. Like you guys, I think were some of my first guests. And I was like, I don't know if I was your first guest on MomCave, but I think I was towards the beginning, right?
You were. Yep. So Heather was a guest on MomCave Live, and I was a guest on her podcast, which is Motherhood in Hollywood.
Yes.
You should check it out because Heather is in Hollywood because she is. Let me make sure. Tell me if I don't get this right, okay?
Okay.
You are an Emmy award-winning journalist, comedian, actress, mom.
All of the above. That's right.
You're all those things.
Yes, all of the things.
If anyone can be a mom and be any of the things, I think they deserve credit.
Right? Like we all need a little more credit for just the little things, honestly. I see, people think that I do a lot of stuff, but then I see some women who are like CEOs of major corporations and like really, truly nonstop work. And I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I feel like such a slacker.
When I see these people that are like, I'm not gonna say how old I am, but it has a 4 in it. And when I see these people that are like 30 and they're CEO and they do like all this volunteer work and they have a retirement account and they have like 5 kids.
Wow.
It makes me feel like such a slacker.
Yes. Well, I mean, listen, we only do what we can do. That's one thing I'm learning as I get older is it's like, I want to do all the things, especially because I don't know about you guys. When I get close to my birthday, I start going, my life is almost over. I have to do everything. I haven't made it yet. I'm not, the big star I want to be. I'm not on my TV show. So I start panicking and try to do all the things. Right. And my husband is just like, chill. You can only do what you can do. Like it is what it is. Either you're going to make it or you ain't, you know what I mean? Like I'm, and that's hard for me to process because I want to do all the things. Especially as actors and like creative types that we are.
Yes.
It's hard to see. It's hard not to want to be creative and do all the things. I think that's also why we love TikTok so much,
I think so. Because you can do creative things, like really tiny things, really fast.
Just like a little nugget of creativity. Weather right now on the East Coast, how are you guys doing? Because it was like, it was terrible. It snowed. It was terribly gorgeous here today.
It has snowed. Make us jealous.
It was in like the low 70s, upper 60s, clear blue skies. Like I was wearing a short sleeve dress. It was just so miserable.
Jealous.
It was horrible.
So jealous.
So amazing. No,
it was horrible.
The only thing is, it is like the whole holiday season.
Sure.
And it is I love Christmas. Mm-hmm. The rest of winter can suck it. But that brings me to our sponsor for this show, Mom Games. It's Piper Lou. And if you go to piperlou.com, you will get a laugh, especially about all things winter, because they sell all these crazy things. Like my shirt says, can you see it?
Oh, balls.
Oh, balls. What does your shirt say, Dina?
I want to be a nice person. However, everyone is just so stupid.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to follow. What is Piper Lou? What is their Instagram? I'll follow them. Those are so cute.
It's piperlou.com, and I have a coupon code. It's MomCave, of course. For unlimited, buy one, get one free. Unlimited.
Piper Lou. So, I'm on it, guys. Follow them. Following the sponsor, showing some sponsor love.
Show them some love because they're enabling us to tonight play this game. and drink and chat and talk with you. But I want you guys to play along too. So we have some people joining from New Zealand.
Ooh.
And low 30s here to Michigan is Anne Marie. Slight dusting of snow.
Mm.
I think Michigan is worse than Massachusetts, so I'm sorry.
I think it might be just a little bit, but they're both pretty tough. I mean, both are pretty rough in the winter. I'm going to pull you up on Facebook too so I can see both lives happening.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Just the more chances to see my face really is what I want.
Right.
I love your glasses. Those are cool.
Yeah. For being in LA, you look very Christmassy. So cheers
Thank
to
you.
that.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys who are watching, you are going to join along with us in the comments because we're going to play the game all together interactively with you. And somebody's going to win something awesome from Piper Lou. So you have to play along to win, obviously. Do you guys know the game Two Truths and a Lie?
Yes.
Yes. Dina did not. Shockingly, Dina. You know so many things. You really do, but not this.
Not that one.
Not this thing. So Two Truths and a Lie is a game where you say two things that are true and one thing that isn't. And the other people have to guess what thing is the lie. I don't know how you make that into a drinking game. I guess if you get it wrong, you have to.
If you get it wrong, yeah, you drink.
I guess, but
or if you get it right, you drink. I mean,
just
whatever.
drink. Yeah.
Whichever way, everyone wins.
Whatever you need. Just have fun, I guess is what I'm saying. So, okay, everybody that's watching in the comments, we want you to play along. Here's my two truths and a lie. I was Miss Teen Maryland. I do not like most fruits. And I studied Sanskrit in college.
Ooh, those are juicy.
All right, guys, what do you think? Comment, tell us.
We have to tell you which one we think is the truth and which one we think is the lie. So I think that I feel like you might have been a Miss Teen something. And I mean that in the nicest way.
Well, there is a nice and a not nice way.
I do mean that in the nicest way.
The nicest way, right? Okay, good.
So I think that's a truth. And I think you probably did study Sanskrit. I don't know why. That's such a specific sort of thing. And then what was the second one you said?
I don't like most fruits.
Oh, I think that's true. That sounds really, and also a lot of fruit is gross. Just eat sugar. Just eat sugar.
It's sugar. Yeah. Okay. Somebody on Instagram is saying the fruit thing, and somebody on Facebook is saying number 2 is the lie. What was the second one I said?
The fruit.
Fruit. Yeah.
Okay. You think the fruit is the lie? Okay. Yeah. Well, the Sanskrit is the lie. I did not study Sanskrit at all, and I don't like fruit. Mommy's stupid. I hate fruit. Stephanie said she shared. Thank you, Stephanie. If you guys want to put a two truths and a lie of your own in the comments, we'll read it. Okay. Who wants to go next? Who's up?
Dina, go for it.
Oh, okay. I currently have a dog laying in my lap. I just turned 48 on Monday. And I love sleeping in the nude.
Wow. I know you pretty well. And
I'm like, I feel like some of those Jen would probably already know.
Yeah, Jen can answer.
Heather, you have to answer this one.
All right. So I think that you probably do have a dog laying in your lap because you looked down when you said it.
All right. Oh, very observant.
You were like, there's a dog. And then I'm
not a good liar.
I think maybe you did turn 48 on Monday. I think that was probably the truth. And then what was the last one again?
I like sleeping in the nude.
Oh, I think that's the lie. Because that's really intense. Naked sleeping is very...
There's no way you sleep in the nude because your family barges in and out of your room all the time.
Yeah, and you're also wearing like 2 shirts. And I feel like...
Right.
Yeah.
That's a lot of shirts.
People who like to sleep in the nude generally also don't like clothes. So that's my non-scientific deduction. I think that the last one is the lie.
Very good Sherlock Holmesing.
Yeah, that's like detective work. And so Anne Marie on Facebook and Bunny Schaefer on Facebook, they both got it right. Okay, Heather.
You're
ready?
You, baby. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you ready? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I have flown with the Air Force air refueling wing as it fueled a fighter jet in midair.
Wow.
My first concert was Neil Diamond. It was a Neil Diamond concert. And for the last one, I would say I have one brother and 3 sisters.
Gosh, you're really good at this. Okay, everybody, comment and tell us what you think the lie is there. I feel like all those things could be true. The Air Force thing would be like really unusual, but kind of awesome. And if that had happened, I would just throw that out there in every conversation. So maybe that's what you're doing.
I think the last one was a lie because you hesitated.
Bunny Schaefer says number 2. Stephanie Foster says number 1. And Marie's saying number 2.
And on Facebook, they're saying the last one is a lie. Motherhood Union, hi ladies, is saying the last one is a lie. And Make Your Girl Scream is the last one is a lie. That handle is ridiculous. And then, somebody said the first one is a lie about the air refueling wing.
Okay.
You got them stumped.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the wisdom of Dina. The last one was a little hesitant.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct. I'm an only child. I do not have any brothers and sisters, and I have flown with the air refueling wing, and Neil Diamond was my first concert, and it was awesome. I still remember it to this day. We're coming to America today.
That sounds so fun.
Today.
It was with my mom. I was 8 years old, and my mom was like, Neil Diamond's coming. Let's go see him.
What a great memory to have with your mom.
Totally.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, I would totally remember that. It was such a fun concert. I think it was about my daughter's age. Yeah, it was my daughter's age now. She's 8. So
that's so sweet.
Good time. But you guys, pretty much everybody
tradition.
Pretty much everybody guessed it. I think a few people on Facebook thought that the first one, Amory thought the second one was a lie. Bunny thought the second one was a lie.
I don't know. You're pretty good. Bunny Schaefer is saying she's also an only child. Yeah. Sometimes I understand why it would be better to be an only child because my kids keep hitting each other, but they have each other. So
yeah.
So
honestly, it goes back and forth. Like when I was growing up, I loved being an only child because I got all the attention. I got all the presents. I was everyone's favorite. I was my grandma's favorite. You know what I mean? So when you're little, at least for me, I had that perspective. I'm also a Scorpio, so I selfishly love all the attention. Now that I'm older, I do wish I had brothers and sisters to help to have like that companionship in older age, somebody to sort of commiserate with about, taking care of parents when they get older and that sort of thing. So that's when you start to go, man, I wish I had a brother or sister, but it's too late now. It is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, it's so nice for kids to have aunts and uncles and cousins. I think that's amazing. Yeah. Your parents could, if your parents are still with us, they could adopt a child and then you'd have a sibling. It's never too late.
It's a little too late. My mom's a little cray-cray, and my dad passed away like years ago when I was 12. So it's a little too late. A little too late for that. But listen, I think also too, what's great about being an only child is it sort of your friends become your family, and your friendships then become the most important thing to you. You know what I mean? Like it forces you to get outside a comfort zone. And in certain, for certain people and certain, sorry, I had a notification, but for me, my friends are everything, and they still are to this day,
Yeah. I think you have to make your own family in a way.
For sure. Yeah.
Especially because everybody lives so far away from each other now. Let's see. Stephanie says, Taurus, that is so true. I wish I had siblings. I lost my dad at 17 and my mom 21.
Oh, wow. That sucks.
We didn't know tonight was going to get sad, but we're sorry to hear that.
Listen, I think clear. Shout out to my only children in the world. I'm always fascinated with their stories because I wonder, my daughter is an only child, And I'm, always curious how she's going to navigate the world. Like, I feel very lucky and very blessed that I've had, I met my husband when I was 21 and we've been together ever since, so I've never really been alone in adulthood. So I feel really lucky in that way, but it's a different world now. I don't know if people meeting and falling in love in their 20s anymore. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe just LA but everybody waits until they're like in their 30s and 40s and stuff. So I'm always curious to hear how only children are navigating the world. It's so different than when we were kids, you guys. It's so different now. Dating is different. Everything is different.
Oh my God. Thank God there's no dating that I have to do anymore.
You couldn't pay me enough to do that.
No. I mean, LA, especially like dating in LA, it sounds terrible. My friends tell me the worst stories, and I'm like, it just sounds terrible. And here's what cracks me up. None of them want my advice.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, listen.
Even though you're like the happily married for a long time lady.
I'm like, by the way, I've been married a very long time, been in a stable relationship. You're the one that's doing butt sex on a Friday night because you can't, find anybody else to hang out with. Like, let me give you some tips. Maybe don't do the butt sex on the first date. Maybe save that one.
Right.
But then again, hey,
at least a second date.
At least a second date. But then again, it's like, whatever. If it makes you happy, do it. So why not? Why not?
Like, we only live once.
See that? We went from like, oh, this is sad to butt sex. So
I know. That's what happens on MomCave. If you
I brought it back around, ladies.
I mean, that's what we do. It's always like that. If you are just joining in, this is Mom Games, sponsored by Piper Lou. And what we do is we play games and talk and chat and laugh, and you get to play with us. So play along in the comments. We're playing 2 Truths and a Lie. Somebody's going to win something awesome from Piper Lou. And or if you just want to go shop, use our code MomCave for unlimited buy one, get one free. On amazing stuff like, have you seen my mug tonight? It says, Merry Christmas, shitters full. And Dina says, don't get your tinsel in a tangle.
I love it.
Don't get your tinsel in a tangle. Okay. No. 2 truths and a lie. All right, here I will go. Today, I forgot how old I was for like an hour. I love camping, and I don't really mind that my youngest child still comes and sleeps in my bed every single night. So one of those things is a lie. Play along in the comments, guys. What do you think?
I mean, I feel like I know.
You feel like you know.
I'm letting my personal feelings maybe get involved in this one as well. Because I also know how I feel about some of those things. Yeah,
so I love camping. I don't mind my daughter coming into my bed every single night. What was the other thing? Oh, and I forgot how old I was for like a whole hour today.
I feel like that probably happens, like that you forget how old you are, because I'll be driving sometimes and just forget, like for 10 minutes and be like, well, how did I get here? What, where am I going? I'm at that age now where I'm like, what am I doing? And I don't know. I also feel like I would love it if my daughter every once in a while would come in and like give snuggles and stuff like that. So that wouldn't bother me as much. So I'm thinking maybe that one might be okay. Not every night, because I don't need that. But for me, I feel like the camping one is a lie. Camping is terrible.
Camping is horrible. And somehow, during the pandemic, my husband talked me into buying an RV.
Oh, you like to camp because you got the RV. I was like,
no, I hate it. I did it growing up every weekend, like it was the thing. So how when you grow up doing something, it's like your family thing, you rebel. I'm totally rebelling. But he wanted an RV, and to make him happy, we got an RV. But you guys, there's so much dealing with shit. I can't even tell you, like literal shit. There's so much work. I'll take a hotel with a gym and a pool and a restaurant any day.
Yeah,
totally. I find it funny. A lot of people were guessing that number 3 is a lie about my daughter coming into my bed every night.
No, I bet you like that. I bet that's
I actually do.
Yeah.
I like it. We have a king size bed. She's really snuggly, and I'm fairly 99% certain this is my last child. So I feel it's my baby. And she won't take forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll never get that time back within that little snuggle time. So I feel like moms would be like, okay, like just for a little bit, you know what I mean? Because they're not, there's going to come a time where they're not going to want to do that anymore. They're not going to want to hold our hands anymore.
No.
They're going to be like, Mom, get away. My daughter's already kind of starting to do that. And I'm like,
I know, it's so hard.
Yeah. So I can see the snuggle part as being is something you would want or enjoy.
I do enjoy the snuggle. Mm-hmm. We have a comment from Anne-Marie saying, knowing you have an RV threw me off. And then Stephanie said, I'm currently living in an RV due to my situation. And hell yes, it is a lot of shit. It is. Contact me privately. We can talk shit. I don't know. I'm always researching like better ways of dealing with it and everything. But
so you have to clean out the shit from the shitter?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why this is so funny, because this is the line from Christmas Vacation.
Oh my God.
He says, shitter's full. And he's just emptying it like in front of their house. I don't do that. Okay. Whose turn is it?
Oh, it's mine. It's mine.
Okay, Dina. Hit us up.
Okay. I love the beach. Love, love, love the beach. I don't like camping. And I love it when my children snuggle with me all night long, like Jen does.
I feel like I'm really clear on this one. You guys answer in the comments what you think is the lie.
What do you think? I'm on live right now.
Oh, she's telling her family. She's like, I'm on live.
Yeah.
Get out of here. We're doing stuff.
We're busy being silly moms playing a game. Stephanie Foster guesses number 2 is the lie. Wait, I can't keep numbers straight.
I think that I think she probably does like camping. I don't know why. I get camping vibes.
Yeah.
And I bet that you do not like it when your kids come in and snuggle with you, maybe. I don't know. I think that one might be the lie.
The number 3. I'll explain. Close the door. Out.
Did I nail it?
She's showing us how she wants them to leave.
I nailed it.
Out, please. Okay,
totally nailed it.
It's not 100% a lie. I like to snuggle with them, but my 10-year-old son has this new habit every morning of coming down, getting in the bed with us for a hot second, and doing a Dutch oven.
Oh,
yeah. And kid farts are the worst. They're so
and he like shoves it over in my face. He's like, Dutch oven. I'm like,
oh, you thought the first time he was doing something all like loving, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So that's kind of
they're not eating enough vegetables, so their farts are just rotten.
Yes.
Just rotten to the core.
It's so bad. And they love the whole concept of farting is like hilarious. As much as possible.
Every day we talk about farts. Every day. There's fart jokes, fart talk, farting every day. It's insane.
My 11-year-old's favorite word is stench. And he just uses that word like at least once every 30 minutes. So he uses it as like he calls people, you're a stench. He says, I smell a stench. Or if something happens he doesn't like, he's like, stench. It's bad.
Stench is the new, like, what? Like, stank? I don't know. I don't know. What are the kids
these kids
saying nowadays? Sometimes Channing will come up and say something. I'm like, where did you hear that? Like, these kids. Now, of course, I can't think of any examples because I'm old and I forget things.
Well, this isn't that new. Like we did say this when we were young, but I find that they're doing it a lot right now. My kid is saying sick. Like, man, that's sick. Like that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You don't sound cool. We used to say that. You don't.
What's old is new again, though. My daughter is obsessed with 80s stuff. She wants to wear her hair big all the time. She wants to wear neon colors. She's like, I love the 80s. And I'm like, girl, I lived the 80s and I'm here for this. So whatever you need, I will get it. Neon lip gloss. Let's do it.
All right. So is anyone else like mourning the loss of the skinny jeans? Like,
I mean, a little bit. Are they bringing back bell bottoms?
Like, right now, skinny jeans are like you're supposed to get rid of them.
I'm not doing that. I'm not
either. But we're aging ourselves if we don't.
Right.
So the bell bottoms, stovetop, like all the big baggy, high waisted
Things that
cuts.
we called mom jeans.
Things that we wore I wore in college and high school are now.
And we thought they were they were
like that
really
high waisted. Yeah, I've seen kids. Like I've got a pair of jogger jeans
Mhm.
that are basically like my dream jeans. They're like stretchy, expandable waistband, and like they are like cropped and they have stretchy around the ankles.
Mhm.
They're like sweatpants, but they're made out of denim material. And I was like, this is what all the kids are wearing. And they wear them with but they wear them with like crop tops.
Yes.
You know, like the ribbed crop tops or something. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna
all the tops are like missing their bottoms pretty much.
Yes.
Any like fashionable
back
store.
to crop tops. Yep.
No, thank you.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, my daughter keeps asking me about wearing like half shirts. And I'm like, no, you're 8. We're not doing that.
No, she's so little.
So little. But like, because some kids in her school are doing it. And I think she sees, kids on TV shows she watches doing it.
Yes.
And I'm like, you don't need to do that.
That's the cute look.
Yeah.
Stephanie says, I wore bell bottoms in high school and college. Yeah, they would. But it was so, I don't know how old you are, Stephanie. It was so long ago. We did wear those then.
Yeah.
And then when the skinny jean came out, it was like, wow, this makes you look so much better.
Mm-hmm.
And now we don't want to let that go.
No.
Yeah.
Right. You know, the same thing is, they're saying the same thing about where you part your hair.
Oh, yes, the hair part.
Mm-hmm. The side part is a mom thing. I know.
And I know that dates me. Like they're all, like I'm instantly, old lady because I've got the side part. And I'm like, I cannot part my hair in the middle. It looks so bad.
Some people do not look good with the middle part.
No,
it just doesn't. No.
I think I look awful with the middle part now.
It's so bad. Even some of these kids shouldn't be doing it. Like they don't look good either.
Some of them look like a bedraggled, like Japanese horror movies. Those like girls in Japanese movies. Anyway, if you're just joining, this is Mom Games. It's sponsored by Piper Lou. We play games. You can play along in the comments. You can win something from Piper Lou. Or you could just go shop there, buy one, get one free, unlimited with our code MomCave.
Yeah.
Gosh, I can't. We've been talking for 32 minutes. I just looked at the clock.
Yes.
See, it's so fun to play and talk with you guys.
So fun.
And everybody, here's some other people joining. It's so fun. I mean, it just goes to show like how much we need to get out early.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Dina sighs.
Yeah.
This is our equivalent of getting out. Okay. Well, we should go soon because nobody wants to watch us for 33 minutes, but we're having fun. Look at the doggy.
Oh, there it is. I knew it. I knew there was a dog around.
There's the dog. See, there is the dog.
All right, I'm going to do one more. I didn't do my last 3.
Yes, please.
Oh,
I'm going to do one more. So you guys guess this one.
I'm so ready.
So yesterday I went viral on TikTok. It was like a mini viral, but I still went viral and I was super excited about that.
Cool.
I spent today with Matthew McConaughey and I am leaving for Vegas on Friday.
All of those things are so awesome that I'm just jealous. Like if 2 out of 3 of those things are true,
I think they're all true.
I'm really jealous.
I think they're all true.
Wouldn't that be like something crazy like to throw in? I wouldn't throw you guys off like that. One of them is a lie.
Okay. Gosh, I know that you are awesome on TikTok and I wanted to tell everyone to send them to your TikTok. So it could be that. And I haven't looked at TikTok today, so I don't know if you went viral. I know that you interview famous, awesome people all the time.
Right.
Matthew McConaughey is doing a lot of like publicity stuff lately. And then the third thing is going to Vegas. Well, that just seems like something awesome that someone would do that lives in LA. Just go to Vegas, like
right.
Pop over to Vegas.
So I don't know. Stephanie's guessing number 2 that you think that she didn't interview Matthew McConaughey. Well, what you need to know about Heather is she does interview a lot of famous people. Everyone's saying number 2 is a lie. Bunny on Facebook is saying it.
Nah, I think Vegas.
3. We've got 3 are now saying that it's a lie. I think Vegas is a lie, and I'll tell you why. Because first of all, COVID, we're not traveling as much as we used to. So like the odds of travel are lower. And secondly, because you have a kid and a job, and so you probably don't really get to do fun things ever.
So you guys think, so the things people think either Vegas or Matthew are a lie?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, those are the two things that are true.
You are so awesome.
I did not go viral on TikTok yesterday, but I did hang out with Matthew McConaughey today for his new movie Sing 2. And then I leave for Vegas on Friday to interview the cast of the new you guys watch Yellowstone, that show Yellowstone ever?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God, so sexy. Like get a glass of wine,
Really?
enjoy yourself. Yes. Well, they're doing like a prequel to it with Faith Hill and Tim McGraw. And they're having like a special like press event in Las Vegas. So I'm going to that on Friday. So those are the two that were true.
Wow.
Fabulous.
Tricky.
You have a fabulous life. Totally fabulous life. Ooh, she tricked us.
It's work. Now listen, it's work. It's not all fun. I make things look fun because I do enjoy my job, but it's still work. You know, like it's even for actors who are like, work. They're working, but they still have but it's still exhausting. Yeah, when you're working 12 hours a day and whatnot.
Yeah,
but yes, I absolutely love it. I love my job. But those are the two things that are true.
That's so awesome. You guys, that is like a perfect spot to say, go follow Heather on all the places, including TikTok.
Please.
Listen to Motherhood in Hollywood, her podcast. There's so many fun things. And Dina's laughing at me for some bizarre reason.
Smiling.
If you had fun playing with us, you can continue to play along in the comments. I'll stick around for a little bit in the comments. And go check out piperlou.com where you can buy all kinds of hysterical, funny. They've got shirts and hats and sweatshirts and hoodies and mugs, and it's not all mom related. It's everything related. It's funny, and you can get unlimited buy one get one free with code MomCave. So, you can spend like twice as much as you could. Thank you so much for playing with us, Heather. That was really fun. Gotta do it again.
You guys are the best. Like, it's been way too long since we've chatted and talked and hung out and any of that stuff. So this has been really lovely. And I've enjoyed like watching you guys grow over the last several years now. So hopefully we'll get to see each other like in person someday in real life. That would be so lovely.
Maybe someday, Dina, we'll get to go to Las Vegas and Heather can interview us.
There you go. Ooh. There you go.
I got married in Vegas, so.
We will wear our skinny jeans and we will part our hair on the side. And that's what we're going to do.
I eloped in Vegas. I went to the Chapel of the Bells.
Nice.
I feel like that whole story, I feel like we have to wrap up now, but I feel like we should do a live with
just about my story.
The story
do
of
it.
how you got married because it's crazy.
It.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Go visit Piper Lou. Check out Heather Brooker on all the places. And I'm going to sign off now.
Bye, ladies. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Have a great night.